Hi, this is Joanne with Broadcast Sunny, and this is Financial Fridays. Today we're talking about paying for college. I know the typical answer is scholarships and grants, but this is not that video. This is more about reducing the cost of college so that you can afford to go. My number one suggestion is community colleges. Community colleges, if you start going to school at a community college for your first 2 years, instead of going straight to a 4-year school, you're going to save thousands of dollars. There's so many advantages of going to a community college. So see my video on community colleges and see why. It's just, I didn't even list every reason why it's such a great idea to go to community college first. Number 2, in-state school. Again, going to an in-state school will save you thousands of dollars compared to an out-of-state school. If you live in a big state, you can still move far from home. Even if you live only 15 minutes away, there's no reason you can't move into the dorms or even get an apartment. So if you wanted to get out of the house, that's the way to do it. Number 3, transfer credit. So if you had dual enrollment in high school, or if you had community college credit, or even AP credit, it is really beneficial for you to try to get that credit accounted towards your degree. So you could save hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on how many classes there are and how many credits there are. And plus it saves you time, although you probably will have to jump through hoops to get it and keep kind of nagging them. I remember I had to get the description of the course I took back in the day, and I was like, are you kidding me? I did it and I got the credit. I saved some money. I saved probably $1,500. So highly recommended, not to mention just the books. Okay. Number 4, live at home. I know I said if you wanted to move out, you could still do it, but let's face it, living at home is going to save you money. It's going to probably save you a couple of thousand. You have to factor in the commute and you'll have to buy a car. But if you're frugal about it, it can be done. Plus, Ma and Pa will probably feed you, unlike campus. Well, they'll feed you if you pay them. So it is something to consider. That can save you thousands of dollars as well. Yes, all these thousands of dollars are adding up, and still college costs are thousands of dollars. They really have gotten out of hand. Anyway, number 5, use books. Today, there are so many avenues to get used books. You have Amazon, of course. There's eBay. There's thrift books. And my kid's school has a textbook exchange group on Facebook. So even social media is getting in on it. So look at the different ways you can get textbooks. That will save you hundreds of dollars. I can't say thousands, but hundreds. You will be shocked when you see how much textbooks cost. Number 6, have work pay for it. If you're lucky enough to work for a company that will pay for college, yay, take advantage of it. I worked for a company. It was a small company. It would pay for courses that had to do with my job. So there are caveats a lot of times. I believe Starbucks will pay for your education, but you have to go through the University of Phoenix. But if you want to get that college education and you really have no other means of getting it, that's the way to do it. Step 7, apply for early action. There is an early decision, but with the early decision, you're required to go to the school. If you're accepted, you have to go to that school. You're kind of signing a binding agreement. With early action, it's sort of like an early admissions, but you're more likely to get a scholarship than during normal admissions application taken. I don't understand why. I don't understand why. That's all I can say. But the early action is where you're going to get the scholarship. It's not during normal admissions period. So keep that in mind. So those are my tips for reducing the cost of college, and one is actually to get money. Fill out your FAFSA for those scholarships and grants. And I also think your local community, looking locally for scholarships, you'll have a better chance than if you go onto these websites that have, it's like a lottery. Put your name and address in so we can send you a ton of junk mail. Yes, we've done it. And maybe you'll win. But so keep that in mind, and good luck. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, comments below. I'd love to hear any of your stories of how you paid for college, and I will see you next time.